Hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Bitch Sesh.
Real Housewives Breakdown Show.
I'm Danielle Schneider.
And Casey Wilson.
Kiss, your bangs are really working for you right now.
So much.
I wish I could have them, but sadly.
I've had the same haircut since I was 5, so I do feel I deserve this.
But I feel like they give you a hairstyle even when you're not doing a hairstyle, and that's what I enjoy about them.
Well, because you know how lazy I am, of course.
Of course.
My meals in bed and such.
You have a burger waiting to take to bed later this evening.
Yes, a burger is waiting for me in the oven that I will swiftly take to bed. Danielle, there's so much happening in the news. I just want to start out by saying I'm very upset. And I don't mean that flippantly. I don't mean that sarcastically. I'm so upset about this Khloe Tristan thing. We normally don't verge outside of the housewives, but I feel it need be said.
Even I was upset. And I'm not as into the Kardashians as you are. But when this crossed my purview.
You broke the news to me.
I broke the news to Casey, and Casey was stunned. You said, "What, is this source reliable?" And I said, "Of course it is. It's the Daily Mail."
And I heard it was the Daily Mail. I knew we were really in for a ride. I love Khloe so much. I truly just want to put that out there. I love her. I want her to have her happy ending. And I feel like for a woman to be pregnant and go through this, even not being pregnant, but it's devastating.
And to be stuck without her family and to not be, is he there with her? Is she communicating with him? I don't think
he's there. I don't know, but apparently Chris has rushed to her side. So.
Of course she has, as she should. And Khloe, upon hearing the news...
I saw Kourtney bopping around Beverly Hills.
And I saw Kendall and Kylie with Instagrams of new lipsticks. Like, no, go to your sister's side.
Go to your sister who's always been there for you.
And Rob, get your ass out of bed.
Rob, get off suicide watch. Get out there.
Get to Cleveland. Help your sister. She has always helped you. She has pushed food through a door for you. Do it for her. Do something.
Deanna reminded me today of when Blac Chyna, when she left Rob and I guess attacked him. And then when he was showing that video of how she'd stolen everything. And then in the end, he's like, and she took my snacks.
Sorry.
So tough.
So dark. What were the snacks?
They're a very specific snacks,
I like to think that they were like some Gardettos or something, but
who knows? Wow, Danielle. We have a few little news items, and then I want to bring out our guest, who's amazing.
Such a guest today. I'm
such
very
a
excited.
Guest.
But yes, everybody, our Stitcher Premium episodes are out.
Guys, we opened this week with the first part of our interview, if you will call it that, with one Kyle Richards.
Yes, and I know, and I say this on the Stitcher Premium episode, like people were like, oh, is the Nook a safe space anymore? But guys, she's very normal, and we went for the normals. And do we want to dip back in the housewives waters?
I don't want to have anything to do with them, but we have, we've done our 2 interviews. This is it. They coincided around similar times, and we just felt like, you know what? We'll do it. And we got to go to Kyle's house.
Guys, it's amazing.
Her new house.
Gorgeous.
She has those Kris Kardashian floors, the black and the white checked.
And they look perfect.
Yeah. So that's on Stitcher Premium. And then we're going to release more of the episode next week.
Yeah, different episodes every week, every Wednesday. And also, don't forget, we have our Largo show coming up on April 26th with Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny and The Mick. And she's a huge Housewives fan. So I'm very excited for that.
Very excited for that. And now, Danielle, we have some news. Now, this is a first. This has never happened before on the show. I feel honored. I feel pressured. I feel angry. No, I'm kidding. I could not be more excited.
I hope I don't ruin this.
Guys, everybody brace yourselves. Something's happening. I mean, I'm sweating and my hands are shaking. I'm nervous.
I am too. My natural deodorant does not work at times like this.
We're moving into new uncharted waters. Go ahead.
Guys, we have a wedding proposal. Our first, and hopefully not our last.
I'd love to do so many more.
So here it goes.
Okay.
Kevin Shaw. Ben Jaremko wants to know if you will marry him. Say yes, Kevin. Say yes.
Say yes, Kevin.
And if you say no, fuck off.
And I would love an invitation to this wedding.
Yes, I would like to know what happens with this. I hope you say yes.
This is so exciting for you guys. And thank you for listening to the podcast and honoring us.
And entrusting us with this huge day. And we wish you the best. If you say yes, if you say no, we damn you to hell.
Yes, exactly. And we're available to officiate.
Of course.
So exciting. And now we'd like to bring in our guest. This is a woman, I will tell you what, Danielle. Now, I've known her since my SNL days and always was vaguely both by turns jealous and, in love with her. No, she's so gorgeous. She's so funny, writer.
She's so smart. Yes. She's so powerful. She's a power hitter in the Hollywood community.
Power hitter. Is that what they say?
She's boffo.
She's boffo right now.
She's boffo.
We've discussed
boffo box office.
We've discussed boffo in the past, and there's been some, touch and go in terms of its definition. But this woman is boffo. This is boffo. We are on the heels of her movie that has made over $20 million. Okay, guys.
She is a success, also a critical success.
Mm-hmm. Writer of Pitch Perfect 1, 2, 3. Director of the new film Blockers. Please welcome Kay Cannon.
Kay.
Hello.
We're so excited to have a boffo director here.
I am boffo, you guys.
You've never been so boffo, and I'm exhilarated right now.
I know. I'm not even joking when I say we have a real Hollywood power player here
in
the guys. In the nook. I feel so strong in this nook. I don't know if this nook can take me.
I don't think so. Can contain your power.
Yeah. Kay, tell us about this movie and your first foray into directing a major motion picture.
Yes, it is. It's called Blockers. There's a rooster in front of Blockers.
Yes. Like cock.
So I like to say, yes. Yeah, exactly. I like to say it's cockadoo Blockers.
Yeah.
That is my directorial debut. And it's about 3 teenage best friends who make a pact to lose their virginity on prom night, and the parents find out about it and try to stop them. But it's got a bigger message. Where I take this antiquated idea and show the double standard and show young women having agency over their own bodies and making choices for themselves and being really funny and real.
So cool. We're going to go see this on Tuesday night.
Yes.
So everyone go out there and see it because
people are loving it. June Diane Raphael's in it as well.
Yes. She's hilarious.
Ike Barinholtz, who I adore and is hilarious.
And I feel in like a sliding doors life, I'd maybe be married to him. But anyway.
And Ike will surprise you because Ike will make you cry. Like, Ike gets very emotional in this movie. Like, he does some real dramatic acting.
Which, he has a range. I love that.
And I'm just excited that it's a huge comedy directed by a hilarious female director. Like, that is so, just even hearing that you were directing this movie, sent a chill up my spine. It feels like a moment. It really does.
And
it
also,
really
comedies in general aren't doing well. And this is doing amazingly.
Yeah. And a huge Hollywood movie. Yeah. I don't feel like they entrust us with them. And the fact that obviously you are an amazing writer and hilarious actress too. I've seen you improvise and you're so funny as an improviser. So all of that, and then now you're a director, and I don't know. I'm taking personal agency.
You seem very.
I know. I'm claiming it as my own.
Not about you.
It feels like a victory for me.
Not about you.
I'm happy to take it on.
But it is. I'll take it with you. Come with me.
When did you just know you wanted to direct?
Well, I thought that I started to want to direct I don't know, a few years ago, but I always thought it'd be something for television. I thought I would do baby steps. I did the show Girl Boss on Netflix, and if it had gotten a second season, I would have directed episodes of that. But we didn't get a second season. And so those dreams were, ruined.
As so many of our dreams are out in the nook.
And and then Nathan Kahane at Good Universe, he asked me one day, he said, aren't you tired of other people directing your material? And wow. I was like, you know what? I am tired.
Had you felt that before, or did that kind of unlock something?
It unlocked it. I have such a respect for the role of director, and I thought and I'm a real school person, so I was like, oh, you have to go to school for that. Mm-hmm. It feels different than writing because I didn't go to school for writing either, but I do have an English degree, so I felt like it was okay.
Natural step.
And you're writing.
Writing you can do by yourself. It's I'll just try this out. Whereas directing, you need an infrastructure. All of it.
Yeah. And so he did get me thinking about it, and then I went and did an all ladies writer roundtable for Neighbors 2. Mm-hmm. And that's when I get I kind of just run the room a little bit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you fucking do.
And I don't even think about it. I was just here are my ideas that I have and stuff like that. And I guess I didn't even know this till a month ago, that when I left the room that that Seth and Rogen and Evan Goldberg were like, oh, she should direct something of ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they sent me this script with a straight up offer to direct. Like I didn't have.
No, this is
That was
huge.
amazing, by the way.
Deal. That's a fucking huge
It's
deal. 'Cause
huge.
They, you know,
And I
they
feel like
saw
I
it in
did-
you.
I didn't have to do a dance or anything like that.
Everything in our business is like, and anyone's business, like fighting tooth and nail. And that's really, honestly, really awesome, really nice.
Yeah, it was
And
really
that says
great.
a lot about you. It
Yeah.
says a lot about them.
Yeah.
great.
Because the powers that be, you're right. Like they don't trust that us ladies can do it. They
Barely
just don't.
trust us to walk and talk.
And how did you feel doing it? Did you love it? What was the process for you?
I loved it a lot. I thought it was equal parts rewarding and ridiculously hard. And it's a hard job. But I had just showrun, so I think that showrunning is, I think, a little bit harder actually.
I was just going to say, you're doing
showrunning is
everything.
Yeah, and it's just longer. It's 10 months instead of 4 months of really hard. Like when you're shooting a movie. So yeah, I don't know. I show ran and then directed a movie in the same year. That I do not recommend. Don't do that, guys.
No, that sounds, well, no one's approached.
No one's
yelling
asked.
it.
I'm still
But-
waiting by the phone.
I'll take that advice. Kay, so how did you take a vacation? I'm always so interested to people who take a vacation.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, afterwards?
Yeah.
I did not take a vacation, but I hadn't taken a vacation beforehand. I had not taken a vacation for 6 years. And so I went to
You mean
Maine.
after, was this including 30 Rock and?
Yeah. I was doing like 30 Rock and Pitch Perfect, and I was just kind of just doing all of it back, always sort of back to back. And so I said to my husband, Eben, I was like, wow, I'm going crazy. Like we have to go. And so we went to Maine, which is beautiful. That's where his parents live. And they have this like gorgeous,
I don't
like
love the sound of
on
this.
the lake, no, on the lake house.
His
It was
parents.
really great.
Okay.
And his parents are amazing. I love them. And
Okay, great.
they're such doting grandparents. They're awesome. And I was like, to myself, I was like, I'm not gonna work. Like, I'm not gonna work this whole time.
I wouldn't even
I'm
turn
just
my
gonna,
phone
like,
on.
I'm just gonna like sleep.
Yeah.
Get ready to see me sleeping. and then they sent me the script, and I read it in the middle of the night because I had made such a stink about not working. And that's when they sent me this script for. At the time, it was called The Pact, and so I read it in the middle of the night. I was like, oh, this is really funny. I want to do this. And the next morning, I told my husband, I was like, this is a yes. I think I know like how I would change this to like. I had a take on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you like the fact that you weren't the writer, and I know you, I'm sure, did many, many rewrites because that's your strength as well, but was that intriguing to you or?
Yeah. I mean, I immediately hired Eben to,
Of course.
to rewrite the movie. And then there were like,
And how do you like working with your husband?
I love it.
He's such a doll for anyone. I mean, I'm
I've
sure
met
many
your
people have
husband.
seen him, but he's very handsome.
He's very
Sidebar.
handsome. It's Eben with a B. I thought his name was Evan for like a week.
While you were still married. The first week of marriage.
First week of marriage.
Okay.
Our vows were very
Real
confusing.
confusing. No one wanted to correct you because when you're that far in,
Like, why?
what are you going to do?
We met at a bar and he was like, hi, I'm Eben. I was like, Evan, got it. He's like, Eben. I'm like, got it, Evan.
So like, hey, buddy, I heard you the first time.
Wow, what a great thing. So everyone go out and see it. I'm so
Yes.
excited to see it. I've heard from friends and family.
April
how
went
good
to
it
a
is.
premiere and loved it.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us, Abe.
Yeah, but day of.
Yeah, come on.
Sorry, Kay.
That's okay.
Okay.
I hope it has legs because, anytime a movie done with the female director, if it does well, it just opens up doors for other
Sure
people.
does. We're counting on
Of
it.
course. And I do feel like it's like so many men get so many fucking chances. And it's
my
like,
goodness.
I mean, please. So I've seen guys who have had just, and I don't even like to say the word failure in a creative space because I'm like, well, everyone's doing their best, but truly get so many chances.
They
and
get
I don't
a lot
feel
of
that's
shots.
the same
No.
with women. And
not.
this is a full success, which is amazing, but I think everyone should go see it.
No, but even more important is you're a huge Housewives fan.
Huge.
Which is, I don't know how you have the time.
a
You didn't
fault.
take a vacation, but you're still watching the Housewives during all
I
of
stay
it.
up till like 2 a.m. every
Wow.
night and watch
So you made
everything.
time for them.
I
Yeah,
make time for them. I have my priorities set.
Yeah.
Not for yourself, not for your husband, but for the Housewives.
Good night, daughter. Good night, husband.
Good night, Maine.
Yeah.
Now, Kay, okay, you told us, what are your favorite cities?
I love Atlanta.
As you
New York is actually my favorite. I thought last season of New York was the funniest, like genuinely funniest, franchise that they had.
Ever show ever. And you've worked on 30 Rock. It truly was.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Okay. Who's your favorite housewife, would you say, in general?
Okay. I think my favorite is Dorinda. But I'm also a huge fan of someone who's not technically a housewife, but I think she should be, and that's Marlo.
We have been saying this.
Wait,
Marlo should
guys,
be a
I hate Marlo. You're a fan of Marlo.
I love Marlo, and
As do I.
The best moment that I've ever seen across the board, all these years, the Real Housewives, is when Marlo said mogul incorrectly, and she said like she's a like a morgul or something like that, and then Nene's reaction, like she gave a face that you can't see obviously because you're listening to this, but Nene gave this face that I think is so funny that I can't believe it. Watch What Happens Live, like Andy is not like constantly showing that and
over and over.
GIF, yeah.
That seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Wow. I like her. I think she's really like,
her outfits are amazing.
Oh, yeah, she's always giving us something to look at, something to talk about. Did she stab a woman? That's what I've heard. But
also, I like the way 2 episodes ago,
wait a second,
she just randomly chased Portia around the party.
Yeah.
oh,
Small party.
Oh, at 30 Rock, Tracy Wickfield wrote an episode where it was all like, it was called Queen of Jordan.
Oh, okay. Queen of Jordan is the best show I have ever watched.
I want to watch Queen of Jordan. I truly do.
I don't know if you remember, there was a character called Portia. And,
of course, I remember.
And there's like a confession.
Yeah,
and Daphne. And there was a confession where like she knew something that was happening in the world or whatever. And then you cut to her in confessional and she's like, Portia reads the papers.
Okay, I've seen it so many times. Queen of Daphne won. And then there was a second part.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Sorry, I don't know who is calling this lady. Oh, God. My father.
Oh.
Why is your father up on the East Coast
Why is he
this
calling
time?
my landline? No one even has this number. I know we're all laughing that everything's okay. He's calling about a part that I got, which I know. He's just tracking me
I was
down.
like, is everything?
I'm like, I
know.
think I'm just going to check my phone. But
Do that real quick.
Continue.
But so Marlo is amazing, and I can't believe she doesn't have a peach. I'm always saying, like, why doesn't she have a peach? But I also feel like we might a dabble do of Marlo.
Yes.
Like she might not need.
I think
more.
once she gets a peach, she's no longer my favorite.
Yeah.
I think the fact that she doesn't have one, and I just think she's so funny, and I also haven't mentioned Vicky Gunvalson, which is also
June Diane has a huge relationship with Vicky, I believe. I mean, not in real life, but in her head.
I find her fascinating.
What do you find fascinating about Vicky? I'm curious.
I think that she just lives like she doesn't actually hide anything, but she thinks she's hiding something. Like the stuff with Brooks, it's like it's clear what happened, and she knows it. But she's doing that like
Luann
let's stop
has that
talking about
quality
it.
too.
Luann does too, yeah.
It's like it's very obvious, but even when she's admitting to it, she's not.
Right.
She's still like, I have my own truth about that, and like you guys just don't understand.
And you know
it.
who also was like that? Portia.
Portia.
These people don't know how to say sorry. They don't know how to. These
all
people,
of them.
all of them. Well, these 3 in particular, they don't know how to apologize. They live out loud and think they're hiding, and refuse to admit any wrongdoing, like in general.
And I love in the reunion this week with Atlanta, Nene is everyone plays like the straight man at different times, which I love. Like the craziest people are then like, Nene's like, I think you should apologize, Portia. She's like, if you could just sit everyone down and they could see what a nice person you are. And then like seconds later, Nene has never apologized.
Never. Not even for the handicap
Oh,
thing
yeah.
at the mall when she was.
But she said that there was somebody who was handicapped in there, like her husband, right?
Yeah, but I don't. But he wasn't in the car at the time.
Oh,
I believe. You know,
yeah.
again,
There's holes. There's a lot of holes.
holes in the story. There's many holes in the story.
But if I may, for just talk a second about the Atlanta reunion part 1,
Please do. Part 1 of 9.
of 9. Yeah, it's really juicy. I was so happy that Candy said to Portia the thing that I've been wanting, like, you know, when you watch these shows, you're just like, I wish that she'd say this, or
Yes.
if I were me, I would say this.
Yes.
And Candy was like, you don't even realize what you potentially did to me in my life. And that's the truth. I don't think Portia understands.
No.
I don't think she gets that. Like, you accused her of a crime.
Yes, she said people lose everything they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Portia still stood there,
yeah.
blank faced.
And Portia said, which I wrote down, quote, "I have apologized enough." It's like, okay. She's like, I'm not going to apologize again.
I know. And it's just like, but as Candy was trying to say, like, it's not sinking in though. Like, and what I want to say to Candy is like, you're barking at the wrong tree.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't.
But I think it was nice. She tried to go after one more. After what happened, I think she deserved to ask for one more.
She deserves to ask for it, but she's never going to get what she wants.
I love when even Andy will like join in trying to explain something to one of the housewives where they're all like, no one's understanding. And he's like, what they're saying is they're not getting it. And that person's just like, nope.
He's like, you don't get it. They saw your kid at the place doing this bad thing.
Now, another part of Atlanta, since we're in on Atlanta, was a favorite of mine, and R.I.P. Sheree, because I'm hearing that she's fired off the show. You know,
Which
she's a
Portia
favorite of mine.
just tweeted karma.
And then a peach.
Peach emoji.
Really?
Yes.
Wonder why she's getting fired.
I don't know. I think maybe her prison relationship this year wasn't enough to carry her through. I don't know. But
Didn't have legs.
Didn't have legs to stand on. And he's not getting out. I think we've all, even as she can build the biggest man cave in the world for him down in that huge basement.
Guys,
he's not getting
I'm sorry, Danielle. One quick question though. It seems he's available at the drop of a hat. He was talking to Andy on speakerphone at the top of the show.
He gets to make a lot of phone calls. Whatever the little card is in prison where you get to make calls, he's seems
got
to
it
be able
filled
to.
up.
Yeah,
It's all filled up. And
he's brokered some.
Sheree is probably paying for it. But now, this is one of my favorite moments for the reunion where Andy was like, now whatever happened to She by Sheree?
Oh, I know, right?
And then she just says, sort of apropos of nothing, she just goes, joggers. What?
Athletic wear.
Yeah,
Joggers. September. Spring, fall. September. Spring, summer.
What's happening? I'm just trying to piece it together in my
Andy
head.
just keeps going, when? Spring, summer, September, that is spring, summer. It was amazing.
It was a great moment. And then I'm like, don't we want more of this? Like,
I also loved when Andy said She by Sheree at the top of that. He goes, She by Sheree. She goes, She by Gucci. Like, okay.
She never wears her own brand.
Right, like she's like checking him like, I'm in Gucci. It's like, but that's your line.
Yeah, but she's like, oh, I wear Gucci. It's like, no.
I wouldn't dare wear She by
I
Sheree.
wouldn't.
Oh man. I saw one of the producers at one point walk out with a headset when they were walking your beloved Marlo on stage. And this poor woman, she had a headset on and she was chewing gum, so bored. I've never seen someone so just disinterested in what was happening on the stage. I don't love seeing them like mix and mingle with the...
Yeah, which I'm surprised at because now, like at the reunions, now they're in like full like ball gowns, like Cinderella style. Like they've taken it. If you look at like 10 years ago, those reunions, they were just like in jeans and a
You look at the first
top.
OC reunion, you're like what? It looks like homeless people.
They're like in Vicky's couch.
I know.
They were. Weren't they?
They
on
were.
Vicky's couch?
I think they were.
Like in Jenna Kehoe's kitchen. You know, it's
Oh
like-
my gosh! I buried the lead on. I forgot to tell you guys this, that I was at Mercado, which is a Mexican restaurant, sitting at the bar with my friend Laverne, and sitting right like 2 over from me is Joe from
we know who.
yeah
Joe from Orange County.
from Orange County. And I didn't want to like freak out.
You don't want to bother her.
Yeah. No, she's busy with her singing career.
And she was getting pretty tipsy with, I think, with her boyfriend. Okay. And a handsome boyfriend. And I waited for my friend to go use the restroom before I was like, are you Joe?
First name only. Are you Joe?
Yeah. And she, from the Housewives, and she goes, yeah. And she was thrilled.
Yeah.
She was thrilled.
Sure.
Yeah. We had a really fun conversation.
Was she nice?
Super nice.
I bet.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she be?
I like that.
Yeah. Good to know. Thank you for that boots on the ground, Kay.
Shall we segue a bit into Vander?
Wait.
Oh, go,
One
go,
last
go.
thing
Yes,
is
please.
I have to say is that when they asked Kenya if she had ever met her husband's family, she said she hasn't because they live in a different state. As if there's no way
Are
to
you
reach
serious?
them.
No way to get them.
No way to get to them. And why weren't they at the wedding? Because they were on vacation.
Oh boy.
So that's
I
just
think she regretted admitting that she was pregnant at the reunion.
But guys, the baby's here.
She already had it?
Yeah. Well,
Is it surrogate?
that remains a bit unclear.
Oh, so she wasn't. Okay.
I don't know that she's carrying a baby, right?
I'm not quite sure what happened, but he's
the baby's
here.
already here?
Are you sure?
Yes, I have responded on her Instagram. I told you I've gone Deanna Chang style, and I've never one time written on the Instagram of any housewife, and I wrote completely genuinely. Okay, there he is, and he's so cute.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
I know, guys. So I was moved to write the following. Cutest baby ever. Congratulations, Kenya.
she
happy for you.
Did she respond?
Not yet. Not at current
yet.
time. But I had to write. I think this is him, right?
What did she caption?
I don't know what's the caption.
You're about to put that thermometer where?
You don't think that this is just like a funny...
Okay, guys.
She said the end of the year.
I don't think that this is her.
Guys. Wait, guys. Okay, guys. Here's the thing, though. I looked and other people were saying congrats. Okay. People are saying... okay, no, guys. I think it might be hers. Oh, other people are jumping to conclusions.
Yeah,
I think that's just like a funny, like, hey, you're gonna put that thermometer.
Guys,
I think she was pregnant and she said too early because it looked like she regretted saying it.
Yeah, but she couldn't help herself.
She couldn't help herself.
And I get that. She was basically like, they were like, well, is it a boy or girl? And she was like, well, I just need to get past the hump of like, I beat on this yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, but I do hope all is well. Okay.
Process.
Okay, guys.
What just happened?
We just went through a wave of emotion.
Yeah, we just like we all.
I just want everyone to look though, because it's a bedroom in disarray. It does seem like. No, but I am seeing some little caption on the bottom right that seems to be some type of promotional thing.
For thermometers.
Hashtag ad? Doesn't say hashtag ad.
But it gives the photo credit. So that's making me think, guys, okay. Whether
I
it
think she would have really announced, like, this is the name and...
A little more. Okay, guys. I hear it all. While we're talking, Marlon Wayans has weighed in on Kim Zolciak.
Yeah. Yes, and she got upset, as did Croy. Croy is her defender,
bodyguard,
chauffeur, lover, maker of many babies.
So Marlon, if I may call him that, wrote on Instagram, he put a picture of Kim Z's new face and he said, no, we're not in production on White Chicks 2. The fuck? Well, that's all I have there.
Yeah, she was real upset.
She was.
She was upset by the face that she made. She said she's going to stop making that face.
Oh, so
that was her lesson. That was the lesson.
It was the face she made, not the face she made her face into.
And she said she was a big fan of his and she feels real terrible.
And she said her kids were fans too.
Yeah.
Brielle and Co.
Oh, wait, one last thing about Atlanta. When Nene was like, when they were like, you said Portia should get fired. Nene says, I didn't say they should be fired. I said they should be off the show. Mr. Perfect housewife, like not admitting, but like admitting.
Yeah.
Like, they just can't. That's what I mean. Like they can't ever just say it. They can't.
So they were filming Atlanta's last season when I was filming Blockers in Atlanta.
Wow. What a coup.
Yeah. And I had never been to Atlanta before. And I rented this house and the driver, and I'd never seen it before, just pictures. And we get to the neighborhood and I'm like, I've been here. I know this place.
But you had been there.
Because it was Cynthia Bailey's old neighborhood.
Wow. That little weird kind of porch.
Where all the houses are big and next to each other.
Not her
my
lake
own
house.
Not her lake house.
Not
her old house. So I was like, I've been here. I know this place. I know all these homes. And then sure enough, she had lived around the corner down the way or whatever.
Did you love living there?
I loved it. Yeah. I had a playground. It was really cute for my daughter. But
wow, that's big.
Yeah,
no, and thank you for taking time to say that. Really, thank you.
Should we take a little break?
Yes.
We're back.
Should we talk Vanderpump?
Yes, please. Now, Kay has some interesting has some tidbits about the VPRs.
Whatever you want to share.
Okay, so we for Blockers we would do these like tastemaker influencer previews. Like we would invite people who have strong social media followings to see the movie, and if they like it, they would tweet about it or Instagram or whatever. And so I'm a big fan of all the Vanderpump peeps, and we invited all of them. And Kristen and Katie came, and they were so great. They're so great. They're just a fun group of people. Like we see all their craziness, but at the end of the day, they're just like fun people. And I'd actually met them. They came to the Pitch Perfect 3 premiere. They're big fans of Pitch Perfect.
You guys are old friends.
So
it seems they love your work.
Yeah. So then, like after they saw the movie, I was able to like talk to them and get to know them. And I think I like to think we're becoming fast friends. I don't know if they would say the same thing, but
I think they would like to.
I'm sure they would like to.
I hope. Fingers crossed, you guys.
Wow, this is big. This is huge. I felt like this week, speaking of Kristen, it was an uncomfortable dinner she had to have with her boyfriend Carter.
Yeah, that was rough.
Saying that they had been like, she had to confess to him, I guess, that she was with James, yeah.
That he was her ex-boyfriend.
I love James, guys. I know I'm the only one. I know.
That.
No one's.
I don't like that dude.
No, I think he's
Guys,
a disgusting mess.
Because anyone who yells at a woman the way he yells at a woman, I'm not into.
Okay. I like it.
Casey enjoys.
Yeah, so that's where we differ. I know this happened last week, but remember when Kristen threw the drink at him? Yeah. And I love that, Lala was so upset and she's like, I'm going to fucking throw a drink at you. And she throws it and then Lala's upset. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm really sorry. Really sorry. Like totally sober at the moment. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I know we didn't talk about this last week and people are upset, or nor the week before, and I guess we do need to touch on it, which is Lala's bottle.
Yeah.
Her bottle of milk and honey.
Well, what's your take on Lala? We like Lala?
I love Lala.
I love that.
I think she's
Lala.
the queen. She's the queen of the series. I believe she has overtaken Stassi as the lead of the Vanderpump. She is the star of the Vanderpump.
I think Kristen is the dark horse on the lead of it. I think she kind of keeps it all together. I think she infuses the craziness.
But she doesn't even work.
I know, but that's what makes her
definitely harnessed herself.
I think I've got a trend of liking the outsider, like the Marlowes, the Kristens.
Yeah.
I don't even know who else.
Well, there's all of them.
Do you like a Lynn Curtin, perhaps?
Guys, as you know, we wore Lynn Curtin's cuffs on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah, she tweeted at us.
What?
Yes,
that's so sweet.
She Instagram.
Guys, I can turn on a dime and I love Lynn. I do. I'm like so
I know. We turn 180 all the time.
Someone tweeted us, Leah Martone, and she did say something that really made me laugh. She said, my husband's question, do the forearm tattoos come standard with the job at SUR? All the arrows and script. So much script.
So much script. They have a story to tell on their bodies.
Sure, they're like in Moana.
Yeah.
Like Maui.
What do you make of Jax, Kay?
Oh, I've been thinking a lot about Jax lately because with bloggers, I'm the mother of a daughter and I'm pretty progressive, and I want my daughter when she gets old enough to be able to tell me anything that she wants, and I'll try to just be there for her, and I know she's going to make mistakes. But the other side of this for me is, what if she came home and said she was dating Jax?
What if she brought Jason home? Not Jax, his alter ego.
Jason. Jason would be okay. It's Jax.
It's Jax.
Okay.
But I think Jax likes to stay Jax. I don't think Jason comes out very much.
Maybe if he moves to Tampa and takes that hockey gig, he'll be Jason.
Because he's charming. I get it. Like,
oh, yeah.
But like...
oh yeah, he's
the classic guy. This whole episode hunting down a guy that possibly had a crush on Brittany when he's cheated on her multiple times
in front of a woman in a coma. Like he's.
Now we never confirmed she was in a coma.
I assume,
but I think that's
in a hospice situation.
I don't even know that we have hospice.
Sorry,
but
okay.
I think she was asleep. An elder woman was asleep, and he had sex on the bed next to her.
Right,
with
and
Faith.
then recorded it. Right,
Faith recorded it.
Faith
who's
recorded
never. We haven't seen hide nor hair of Faith.
Another thing that Jax did, he said this week a very interesting analogy. He compared his life. He said he compared his time in Mexico and everybody sort of ganging up on him in Mexico to Nelson Mandela in prison.
No, he's not allowed.
He did that. He made that comparison.
But why? Why isn't he allowed?
And then he was like, I'm not sure who Nelson Mandela is, but I know that he's in Oprah's book club. Is what he said.
He's such a like a charming narcissist.
Oh yeah.
That I feel like I'm telling you all these like stories of like when I happen to run into these.
That's what we're here for.
Okay,
That's why we're here.
That's all we do here.
I was on a flight, I think, to from New York to LA. I'm not sure now. And I hear all this commotion, and it's Jax coming on the plane, and he's mad that he wasn't able to upgrade. He doesn't understand why he wasn't able to upgrade.
Hey,
and he is just shy of being like, do you know who I am? But he knows that he can't say that because they have no idea who he is. And he's just like this big guy walking through the front being like, I just don't understand. Like there's empty seats here, in the front or whatever. And
do you think he just didn't maybe, and I don't mean to be rude, like the money to upgrade or something, he just wanted everyone to know that upon walking on the plane that
I don't know, maybe
justifying?
I think he was genuinely, because I don't remember if we were on Virgin. We might have been on Virgin because I felt like he was in main cabin select, which is like perfectly fine.
Yes, perfectly great.
Wonderful.
Like he was like in the first row of
What I would get.
whatever fine seats
If I'm
there are.
splurging, I do some main cabin select.
But yeah,
He was. That
and I
sounds
I looked up and I saw him pass me and I was like, hello, Jax. Because I am in the seat you want to be in.
Yeah,
you
felt
are.
really good.
Now, I felt bad for Kristen this week because as crazy as Kristen is, and I felt like everyone turned on her, but what had been done to her was wrong. Like everyone was saying she had sex with James.
I do think at a point though it was hard because she didn't know that he really didn't say that.
But everyone else heard him say that. And so to me, it was like, even her friends, Stassi and Katie, were like, but you had the problem because you freaked out. It's like, yeah, but her, like she in a
was
relationship.
upset, yeah.
She's upset. So like, yes, can she control her anger? No.
Did
Can
they
she-
have to subtitle her? Yes, when she was drinking.
Did she throw a drink? Yes.
Does she have a poor track record where she has denied having sex? Yes.
Of
With that
course.
same person.
With that same person in the same relationship with the same guy. Of course. These things we know to be true. That said, I felt for her this week.
I like that Jax did refer to his own age and like he was doing a lot of things in quotes, like as the young kids say. I feel like he's kind of making that crossover. Finally,
He's an elder.
yes, Danielle calls
He's
him
an
old
elder
man Jax.
Old man Jax. He is an elder. He's old man Jax, though. He doesn't understand their music, their language.
Because he's 37 now?
38. And
38.
again, he's younger than me. But at the same time, I'm not hanging out with like these
What do you make
kids.
of Ariana?
I love Ariana.
I like her too.
I think she's got a really great haircut. I'm a big fan of her.
that haircut. The haircut is her.
Yeah,
It
she's
is
not
now, yeah.
much with. I want to say she's not much without that haircut. Just gonna go in on her.
You feel the same
Sorry.
about my bangs?
No, I
Well.
do love your bangs.
What's your take on her sketch comedy background?
I think, it's.
Have you ever crossed paths?
No, I have not, but I have a
I
friend.
haven't hit the boards with her. Have
No,
you?
have I?
Never.
I haven't been at the UCB theater with her.
You have?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to welcome her into the community.
Yeah, happy to have her aboard on this ship called comedy.
It's interesting because when most comedians or they'll make you laugh once, and I don't find that with her. But I think
But some are slower burn.
I love to watch her though. I really
I do too.
She's
Yeah.
gorgeous. I can't keep
When
my
she
eyes
was
on
a
her.
top
Tom
bar?
makes me laugh a lot. Her boyfriend Tom. Both Toms make me laugh a lot.
Yes,
Tom
yes,
Schwartz?
Yeah.
Tom Schwartz.
Schwartz, what I'm laughing at, though. I mean, like,
Well,
They're
Schwartz gave quite a joke this week when he said, "Hey, Katie, Joey Lawrence called. He wants his outfit back." So he is.
Yeah.
Katie's laughing.
I'm laughing at your performance of it.
here's another thing that really made me laugh this week with Jax. Jax said when he goes up to that guy, like why he shouldn't be flirting with his girlfriend, he goes, I have a home and a family. I have like dogs. This is not a candy cane relationship. What the fuck?
I'm like, you
Dear
live in an
Lord.
apartment with gross dogs and you've cheated on her multiple times. I also like during that conversation, Jax was trying to confront this guy, but then he couldn't get his stool to work or his chair. So he's like, God damn it. He like, excuse me. He's like, is it supposed to be high? And then the guy's trying to help him. It's so.
What is your take on Brittany staying with him?
think Brittany's got a little of the Chloe in her, and I wouldn't be surprised if Chloe stays with Tristan.
Yeah.
I think Chloe's going to, I mean, if I was about to have a baby, I would stay too.
Really?
Well,
I think I would.
It would just be so hard. You're having this life-changing thing happen to you, and
That you've wanted your whole life. Like all she's dreamed about is having a baby.
Her last Instagram said we're ready for you whenever you are.
It's so sad.
Sorry to bring us back there.
I think Brittany, if it wasn't Jax mistreating her, it'll be somebody else mistreating. I don't think Brittany has the self-love that she needs.
I don't know that Brittany like hates herself so much as that she's so nice.
yeah, and so trusting and so
She seems to have a nice relationship with her.
But he's not nice to her. It's not like he cheated and now he's nice to her. He fucked up. But he's terrible to her.
She will come back at him a few times, so it's so odd that she won't leave.
Like maybe she thinks that she'd be off the show or something if she,
wow, that had never occurred to me. And of course,
I mean, I don't think she thinks that way, but maybe like subconsciously it's like, well, if I'm out of this world and this world that I only know through Jax, I could see why she might be like hanging on.
She doesn't realize is were she to date someone else, she'd be the center of the show because Jax would go ballistic. I just hope she knows there's other storylines open to her.
Well, that's what Sheena was trying to prove to her. There's other storylines. Sheena Marie. She is a tragic.
Oh, tragic.
Who
Who can't open her mouth. I know I've said this
Because she had. Did she have an injury to her teeth or?
I thought that was Katie. Is there another tooth injury?
She had something, right? Where she had to get.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Like it fixed. Yeah,
something happened.
Yeah, I think she like.
Are we going to see the breakup between her and this guy?
Rob Valletta?
I don't think we are. I don't think we're going to see it.
Really?
I think it happened off.
And I know at the reunion, she's just going to be like, yeah, for the best. Like Rob said, he just couldn't fall in love like that.
Yeah. Or like he would fall too deep. If he was with me, he was going to fall too deep and he just
wanted to get married, but he's just come out of something. And so we're going to circle back and get married. Sheena Marie. Aww. She's also, I just don't think a good person, so I don't feel badly.
No, she's not.
You do think?
Oh, I think she's damaged. I just feel, I feel like she's so deeply insecure that, I don't know, like I feel, I have a lot of empathy for.
Yes, because when someone is so damaged and they are so deeply insecure, but they act like a monster, where do you come out on that? It's so hard to keep getting behind them, but yet you're like, oh, but they're this, but it's also, you're an adult and she's so troubled.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like they need to all sort of step out of the show and get away. I think they're like.
Then what would we watch?
I know. What would we watch?
I mean, I've never seen people in that age range, and I speak for myself, party like that. I mean,
yeah.
Yes, you have. You know who you've seen? Ramona and Sonia and fucking Luann. They are old timers.
I cannot get over how they don't have hangovers. Like not real ones. Like if I had 3 glasses of wine, I would be throwing up the next morning.
Oh, I've had 2 tonight and tomorrow's I've written off tomorrow. It's a disaster already.
Luann said she had 7 glasses a night and she's cutting down. She just said in an interview in the Daily Mail recently, she's like, I've lost 7 pounds and I have cut out wine. And people are like, oh, so you're not going to drink anymore? She's like, well, I'm not going to say I'm not going to drink a glass of red wine again.
Yeah.
She's like,
so are they just not eating and just drinking?
I get
they all look great.
They party like nobody.
They party so hard. And like, do they shoot the show in like 2 weeks and they just like party like crazy for 2 weeks?
But I think it's over the course of a good bit of time. Because remember when Dorinda was talking to Tinsley and Tinsley, she's like, when have we seen each other? And Tinsley's like, at the Halloween party. And she's like, oh yeah. Maybe that's Dorinda not remembering anything, but it seemed like it was a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm an investigative reporter.
I guess we're transitioning into New York as we speak. Now, New York had some lines this week that were,
my God.
It
was kind of a sleeper episode. It was a lot of, as you said, Dorinda
eating with various women.
Good setup. They're setting up this weekend. Big weekend coming up.
And Dorinda like fed us that setup so beautifully. She's like, get prepared.
Yes.
Like, this weekend. But I feel like that's all of Housewives. And then the next weekend it'll be like, next weekend.
What can I say? I mean, Kay, you're a writer. I mean, Dorinda to deliver that pipe in a way that was so interesting and seamless.
Good. She's so good.
That's like
I don't even think she prepares what she's saying. No. I think she just says what she thinks and she just lets it out there and she says it in such a cool way. We were talking about how like I love watching her eat.
Yes.
And like when she gets real excited and you can see the food in her mouth and like and then she's like getting all physical with her hands and stuff like that. I love it so much.
Poking a fork.
Yeah. And a hand and a fork, she's gesturing at somebody.
And she's this year with the cherries on the sweatshirt and the camo.
Lots of prints for Dorinda. Lots of prints and lots of gloves, riding gloves in general on the series. Which
okay, you had an opinion. Are we allowed to say that?
Well, sure. I guess we can say it.
Well, we were just noting that Carol is wearing motorcycle gloves and driving gloves, and you posited a theory about the gloves.
That maybe she was hiding her hands from the cameras.
Yeah,
because an idea
Madonna style.
I'm gonna adopt that as well.
Oh, I will be doing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys,
I should have adopted it 20 years ago. My hands are just like very veiny, and
I mean,
me too.
Grew up in the South. My hands are destroyed. I mean,
I've got like farmer's hands.
no, I have like South Florida, like.
Despite either of you having done no manual labor.
Oh,
really hard
Not
to
a
hit the
bit.
keys on that keyboard.
Very
a
hard.
bit. Now, something happened this week in an episode, which hasn't happened a lot, which is all three of us were in tears. Tears. That marathon.
Sorry, it's hard to watch my husband skulk in and out to get a
Anything
water.
to say about Jackson Friends this week, David?
I know.
Any comments about Jackson Friends, a line or two, but this week?
He hasn't seen this week's.
Oh.
Okay.
I saw the flower thing happen with that one girl. What was her name?
Oh, Sheena Marie. Yeah, we did that one last week. When Sheena Marie, remember when Lala got those flowers?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
And Sheena Marie was like, I don't like flowers.
I don't like flowers.
Yeah.
I don't like flowers or candy or love or kissing.
Boyfriend doesn't like kissing.
We're not into that.
Nope.
I actually like her now. I feel bad for her.
He likes her now. He feels bad for her.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of lines.
We were all dissolving into tears. This
Yeah,
week.
it was really emotional.
And I started off the episode saying, ugh, I cannot do this marathon. Like Tinsley, I'm not good at marathons.
I'm not either.
Oh, but wow.
Watching Carol do that marathon, I was truly like tears rolling down my
Me too.
face.
Yeah. And when she said at the end, when she crumpled and said, I did this for Anthony, he was a hero. I mean,
And
just
then they
thinking
showed a
about it.
black and white photo of Anthony. Come on.
And she was destroyed, but she did it. And I really related to all the things she was saying truly about, you're doing this alone. And I feel I need like so many support systems that would be a challenge. And I really tip my hat to Carol.
But I was upset that she rode that bus alone to the marathon. Like, where was Adam on that bus? Where was, what's her name? Heather, who we saw this episode.
Okay, you pointed out something really funny because Carol was acting like of all the gin joints in all the world for Heather to show up at this marathon with thousands of people.
I sort of felt like Heather was like, where's the camera?
Yes!
There, I know Carol's here.
I feel like Heather was training for that marathon.
Yeah.
For that.
to get back that yummy tummy back.
She's got like, a business and kids and she's like, I'm going to do the marathon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seeing Adam, he looked very thin. Everyone was thinking.
Probably from training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably from training.
I really felt for Carol on that like mile 24 or 25. And she's like, my body is paralyzed. Like my legs aren't moving. I felt like you knew that she was going to finish, but that
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
It just
Take
felt like they
everything for
wouldn't
face
have-
value.
I felt like there was a happy ending coming there, but to push your body so hard past the point where it should be, how it should actually function and work for an end goal. Oh my goodness.
And you've run a marathon, you said.
I did. And I remember feeling like I didn't train as well. I didn't really kind of train at all to do a full one. And at mile 20, I was literally like just inches from my foot from one in front of the other. Like it took me a really long time.
I would have just stopped.
Did it feel good when you finished?
Absolutely. I was like, I feel like I can do anything now.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what I
And
hear
then you
people
could,
say.
because you directed a goddamn movie.
Because I directed a goddamn movie.
But I'm like, people say that, and I don't know. Carol inspired me, and that's all I'm going to
Are
say.
you going to be running the New York City Marathon?
God, absolutely not. But maybe like a color fun run where they like paint everyone.
Oh, that's really fun. I've done one of
Really?
those. Those are really
Okay.
fun. Yeah.
I like Tinsley's brighter spirit this season.
Yeah.
Carol has rubbed off well on her. I wasn't sure of that friendship. I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this friendship, but I do think unlike Lou, I think that Carol's friendship is great, as a great look on Tinsley.
Yeah. I think Tinsley is looking great, and I think she's got to get rid of this sort of Sheena attitude towards guys. Like, that she's got so much good going on with her. She doesn't need to be begging to stay in a relationship with. There's billions of people in the world.
Yeah.
Billions. Millions in New York.
But she wants, once she's got a little something from someone, I think she feels there's literally no other option for her.
That's what's just sad, because there's lots of options.
I know, she's a gorgeous
And
girl.
Sonia is so hard on her. Is that Sonia trying to drum up a storyline?
No, I think Sonia has a weird jealousy of Tinsley.
Yeah.
When she screamed, she didn't even get a chocolate bar for Connor.
You were like, who the fuck is Connor?
Well, I know right well who Connor is, her intern, but didn't even get a chocolate bar
Why
for
would he
Connor.
get a chocolate bar for her sister?
And then when they flash back, which I never really processed when I guess Tinsley got her the very generous gift card to Bergdorf Goodman.
Yes.
And then Sonia proceeded to pretend to shove it up her vagina. I mean, it was just wild behavior.
Rough.
They've lost all perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's booze soaked.
And who was Ramona talking to? A man named Burnt.
Burnt.
B-E-R-N-T.
A handsome man named Burnt.
Gorgeous. I mean, Ramona.
Wait, was Burnt?
Was that his name?
Okay,
Or was
Kurt.
it Connor? Kurt.
Who was Burnt?
Okay.
Okay, it was Bethany's COO or something. Like
Bethany's COO is Burnt, B-E-R-N-T. Sonia's possible party planner / boyfriend is Kirk.
Not Sonia's, Ramona.
Ramona.
guys.
Ramona's is Kirk, right?
Yes,
yeah.
that's Kirk.
Sorry, guys.
Handsome guy.
Very handsome, but she had said, like, she alluded to some sort of relationship or attraction, but then she was like, but we haven't kissed.
Which is, come on.
And he said, "I'll call me after." And she said, "I love you." And he said, "Hey, honey."
Yeah.
There's something.
What's
but
going
he's
on there?
Gorgeous. And
Ramona,
you
fess
said, you said that he had a Mario look about him.
Yes, I think she has a type for sure.
Gorgeous.
Well, right after Mario and she broke up, I felt like she was just after anybody who would give her any attention. Now I think she's like got a real ownership over what she, like her deal. I think she's like really, I think she's happy. I think she took the time to figure out who she is.
She's redecorated the apartment to look exactly like the old apartment.
I know like Bethany gives her shit about like rejuvenating and like rebirth and everything, but I believe it has worked for her.
She looks amazing.
And I think Bethany could use a little taste of that. I mean, watching Bethany walk through her many properties, and she's so self-satisfied with all of her businesses. There's just something that I wish she would just settle into something, I don't know, a relationship or...
I don't believe she's capable of that. And I've said that. Sorry. Now can we talk
Tough
about...
moment.
I watched a marathon of Bethany's show.
Bethany Ever After?
Yeah, I think it was Ever After. And my very, very, very sweet father-in-law had been like around while I was watching it. And about episode 4 in, he was like, "You gonna listen to her this whole time?"
He's like, "I gotta say."
He was like, "Yeah."
He's like, "I know you're not working in Maine, but..."
It's hard when someone that you trust and is wise and good
Yeah, a learned
tells you something that is so true. And
He was quite annoyed with just the tenor of her voice.
Yeah. Watching her
It's
walk
tough.
in and just like, that's gotta go. And when she said, "I just want it all to be over, Puerto Rico to be over," and I guess what else?
I think the remodel.
Yeah, her new apartment.
It's just hard to hear all that. It's like, well, Puerto Rico is very much going in, and she has done beautiful work there.
Now, can we talk about Lou's braids? Anyone want to touch on those?
Well, we all screamed and gasped.
Yeah. I feel a little weird because at the premiere blockers, my hair kind of looked just like that.
And
Okay.
as it should have. As it should have.
As it should have.
You are a gorgeous.
It's not too dissimilar. If you
and
take
a
look,
braid-
Google it.
But can I just say, a braid is a braid, and a braid can look amazing on
And
one
I've
woman,
also, as we
and
all know, done a braid, slept on it, worn it
Casey has
again.
had some tough braids that have been made.
I will sleep on a braid, and it'll be fuzzy and janky as hell.
There was a braid that Casey brought to a party once that Jessica St. Clair got angry about. Like, literally was like,
was a deer
I
party.
refuse this braid.
It was a 40th birthday for her where she says this. She's like, she was celebrating her remission from cancer, and she said, and then to see me show up in that braid. She said it was really hard.
That is so funny.
It was very hard.
So we've dealt with some tough braids on this show.
The braids are supposed to be messy now, so like it's good that you like.
Thank you.
You make the braid, and then this is what my hair person told me, and then you
Deconstruct.
deconstruct it. Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
We'll show you Casey's braid and let's see.
Yeah.
Was it like a long one on the side that went really far down past your boob?
It was even worse. Okay, so half the hair is over to one side on the shoulder. The other half is wrapped like a crown.
As Jessica said, and again, I sort of liked it. I thought it was an interesting look, but Jessica said it looked like she had like a Cinnabon.
Did you have bangs too?
No, but I should have. But it was a thick bun. It like rose off the head quite prominently. But Jessica liked my bangs, throwing that out. But Luann's I kind of liked.
I did too.
I did not.
I think it was just a new look for her. That's why we all gasped. I mean, you gasped. It seemed for a different
Tinsley
reason.
moved through it so quickly because you could tell she saw it. She had 0.1 second to take it in. She goes, Luann, obsessed. Thought she handled that really well.
She was like, Luann, I'm sad. Obsessed.
Tinsley also kind of took Luann on a bit, which she was not doing.
No,
last
and
season.
I'm glad that she did. We've never seen that sort of firepower in Tinsley. It was fun. Again, in a good way, Carol is affecting her. I think.
What's going on with Carol and Bethany? I think that's coming, guys. That's coming.
I really need to know what happened.
What's the rift there? No phone calls, no texts? Somebody not being a good friend?
I think Bethany feels that like Carol's left her for Tinsley or something. But I do think Bethany has a hard time like retaining friendships.
Yeah.
Now, there was another look.
Excuse me.
There was another look on the show, and that was Sonia's wild, wild country
Garb.
Sanyasin red type of.
I thought it was amazing. And I also think it was like amazing that she wore that for a wild, wild country. I think that's a really great look in that cult to be rocking.
Yes.
What did Luann scream at one point that we were all trying to remember?
I'm fun. Didn't she say?
I'm fun.
I'm fun. I'm super fun. I am super fun.
Lou is all over the map, and I'm interested in it.
Now, you've always had a soft spot for Lou.
I haven't. I don't find her to be a good person, unfortunately.
No, but I feel like you'd enjoy her.
Yeah, if she were here, I'd have a nice time with her, actually.
You know what's tough about the New York housewives is, well, most of them are not housewives, but do you remember when Andy...
Not a one in a relationship, gone, except Dorinda.
Dorinda, but then that is...
Sorry.
Yeah, is that right?
I think so, right?
Oh my goodness. Do you remember when Andy went around and asked if they voted for Trump?
Yeah.
That makes it hard. Also, do you think Sonia slept with Trump?
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's given her a new confidence. Like, I slept with our president. Like, she thinks she's the Marilyn Monroe of this generation.
Oh my goodness.
And OC, don't even watch it. All of them.
All of them.
I think
right?
every last one.
Oh, yeah.
Every last one. I bet your beloved Joe at the bar.
Joe at the bar, if she even
I don't think so.
voted.
She got away. She went away.
Wow.
Who's this? Casey's braid.
Oh, there's my braid.
Oh, I like it.
Real okay. That's nice.
I said I liked it too.
Thank you.
The only one that
I did not
was
recognize
Jessica.
you.
It's hard. Should we transition quickly into Beverly Hills?
Please.
I'm really enjoying Lisa Rinna this season. Are you liking her?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think she's just like, I like that I didn't love her when she was being so mean and bad. And
I didn't feel like that was her.
that Kim Richards stuff, that was terrible. I thought she was
it wasn't a great look
No.
on her.
It was pretty unacceptable.
And I think, like we talk about these women like not having growth. Like it's like Sheena, I feel like she hasn't grown over the years. But I feel like Lisa like watched herself and was like, oh, I need to be better than that.
My only issue with Lisa this year is that she has been off screen sometimes, and I like her to be on the screen.
And that doesn't seem like Lisa. Lisa's
No.
like
Right.
there. She's a pro.
So it was always weird when like they were on a trip or somewhere and she was like off with Delilah or something. Like
I think that's only happened like one time, but you keep saying she hasn't been on a lot.
Because she was on the
rubbed
boat the
me
last episode.
It rubbed me the wrong way. For some reason, I was like, get on my TV.
I think it hasn't been highlighted that much, and we got this a bit from Erica when we sat down with her. But I think the strongest friendship right now is between Lisa Rinna and Erica.
yeah.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes, and I don't think they're highlighting it that much.
I'm curious of your thoughts on Teddy Jo Mellencamp.
Yeah, I can see because she's getting a lot of like backlash for being boring and not like a good add-on to the group. I actually think she's pretty good just because they have loud and big. Like when you have someone like Erica Jane, you need a Teddy who's more like grounded.
I
And
think it's like a tonnage issue and we need to go the other way.
I think they've got to like split it a little bit because the other ladies with Erica, the other ladies are like, they've upped their looks and they're really, I mean, that boat ride on the last episode where it's like, I was like, what are they doing?
Everyone.
Like Dorit's got these like red knee high, but they're all like, what's Erica going to look like? What's Erica going to look like? We got to like make it so that we look better than her.
Even Kyle
or
had
something.
like a backless jacket. Like all of them were coming to play. Like except for Teddy was just like, what's happened? Like
That's why I
Teddy-
think we need her because like she's like Erica's setting a bar that's pretty high and they're all
we need
feeding
Teddy to
into it.
fail?
We need Teddy to be like, guys, you guys are ridiculous because the Beverly Hills housewives, they show money like no other of the housewives.
Yes.
Like we are constantly seeing like them going to a store and seeing like 3,056 or something like that. Like
which I appreciate.
I do appreciate that about that.
they really are like the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
And I'll eat up. I mean, I like the costumes. I like to see. I mean, Rinna's just Teddy.
She's never not in a Teddy.
Just full like Teddy was a strange look that I was unexpected.
She's like, I had this jacket and I thought I'd put it over the Teddy.
It's so strange.
Because I feel like Lisa's like, not paying for a stylist. Like, I'm not going to let that money go out the door. She's just like,
I'm not letting my Depends
I'm not gonna spend that
Money.
Depends money.
insult diapers for nothing.
So that was like unexpected when she ripped off the two coats. And
Okay, what do you make of Dorit?
I love Dorit.
so do I. I've really gotten into Dorit.
Okay.
No, I want to hear all points of you. You're selling me on Teddy the way you kind of positioned her.
Well, Dorit is this, like, I feel like a nice in between. I didn't love how she was on the last episode because I do think she was like painting a picture that wasn't right with Kyle. Like, I think she was like
Thank you.
demanding the conversation go in a certain way that makes her feel like she has no faults. She has a lot of them. And I didn't love PK at all the season before.
Well,
but now I love him. Like now I'm really into PK.
Was it the dinner on the boat with his family? And
He's like you get to know his parents and
Guys,
everything.
he's a great guy.
Yeah. We
But
all
then-
softened.
I just think the two of them, they're really good for each other.
They do seem to have a real love.
Yeah.
But they have Beverly Beach. And
They have Beverly
Dorit is
Beach.
someone where it's like, I don't like her and I don't think she's a good person, but God, I wouldn't want a world without her.
no.
You think she's a bad person?
I do.
I think she's a good mom. Like it seems like she really plays
I'm
with
sure,
her kids and takes care of her kids.
yes.
I wasn't sure. Like every time she greets her kids, it's as if she's never seen them. She's
No, I think that's her.
I have a hard time judging in the mom department on anyone, but I think I just think she's very nasty. Like she's always repeating like the worst things anyone's ever said to their face and stirring up things. And I don't know. There's just
I like to
something.
look at Dorit.
I do
did
too.
I love her
to watch
style.
her.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Her bangs inspired me.
Are your bangs new? Are these
They're
brand
very
new?
new. They're fresh.
They're really
fresh.
good.
And
They
they're
are
real.
really good.
I'm telling you, I can't even I look at anything else lately, and
so
I feel like every time I see you, I'm like, your bangs.
you.
I can't do a bang.
Either
you
can
do
I.
that?
I have too many cowlicks.
Did you do your own hair? It looks amazing.
I did do my own hair. I think.
It looks so good.
I have been also staring at your skin. Your skin is flawless. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Thank you for asking. I get a facial by a guy named Gary at
unexpected.
at Ule Hendrickson on Sunset.
I'm jotting this down.
I go there like once a month.
Okay.
Gary, you say.
And then
What are you doing in between visits?
In between, I use just Simple, the Simple products from CVS.
Oh, nice.
Pharmacy, just like sensitive skin wash. And then I use Kypris.
What's
Do you know
Kypris?
Kypris?
No.
I'm writing all this.
I'm writing it down.
It's
You write down
KYPRIS.
This is like when the Kardashians take photos of themselves in the show. It's like, well, this is all being recorded.
Like I don't want to forget about this memory. Oh, it's a camera. Yeah, and I use that.
And where does one find Kypris?
You just go online. And
Is it like a night cream?
It's
or?
like a all like organic. It's a serum. I'm
Guys,
just big on serums.
Look up Kay. Skin flawless.
I'm going to say one more
much.
thing I like, just because I have been noticing. I love your glitter nails
Oh, thank you.
and all this gold jewelry. Where is this coming from?
I just
Sorry to make you.
I know.
I've had this forever. This is vintage, and I got it in a store in New York. And then I'm wearing something called a giving key. If you go, everybody should get one of these because it's home. It's like all the money goes to homeless people in LA, and a lot of the people who make these keys are homeless who now have jobs, and they put a word on it. Like mine says courage, and then when I'm ready to like give it to somebody else, you feel like, okay, I've been courageous or whatever. Like I would like give it to you or whatever, and then you would wear the giving key until you give it to someone else.
I think having done your movie, you're close to giving it away.
Yeah, I'm wondering which of Casey and I are going to do.
I think I need to give it to
Your daughter?
Brittany.
Sheena Shea. Yes, Brittany needs this courage key.
Kay, you've been an unbelievable guest.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this.
So opinionated. I hope it's okay.
Kay, I will say this. I've been thinking this the whole time, and I've toned down some of my opinions. You are the nicest guest we've ever had.
Really?
Yes. You're so friendly and open-minded about all of these monsters.
Sarah was like, they're an asshole. They're a bad mom. And you're like, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I was like, wow, I'm the monster. Who's the monster here?
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Because I have said some things about Teddy. I have said some things.
And I'm really thinking about that. You're such a sweet person, Kay. And everybody go see Blockers.
I've heard just the funniest things. We are going.
Yes.
I'm so excited Tuesday night. But go see it. Go see it soon.
Yay.
Go see it now. It's doing huge, and we're so excited for you.
Big buffo.
Thanks.
Boffo.
Oh, thanks, guys. You guys are buffos.
Thank you, Kay. Guys, one more thing. We just want to let everyone know we will be covering Southern Charm, but we're going to start next week.
There's so much Southern charm and everything else right now. But
Southern
charm. But one thing we would like to talk about real quick was in this last episode, the first episode actually, where something crazy and bad was happening.
It was like the girls are meeting up with the guys.
Yeah, and it was like ba-ba-doo,
slow-mo,
ba-ba-dee-dee-dee, like a really macabre kind of like going down the rabbit hole.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, the birds and the bees and the 1, 2, 3. Like it was.
And what I loved, I just want to say briefly, is I love that Naomi has taken her rightful place. She's doing testimonials. She's a cast member. She's a full-fledged cast member.
Taking the place of one Landon, if Casey wants to do her.
She ain't gone. She ain't gone. She working on, what was her website?
VERRRRY.
We both came up with different ones. Wow. And just quickly, to leave everyone, I think it's important to play. Countess Luann apparently was bragging that she has a Pandora station, and indeed she does. It's called Countess Luann Radio. And we've been scrolling through, and April reports so far, each time you skip, it's just another Countess song. But how many can we have?
There were like 3
This
of
is
them.
the first one. Okay, let's see what's next. This is Screwed by Paris Hilton.
Oh.
Okay, what's next? Ooh, okay. Not Just Knee Deep, Funkadelic.
Okay.
Oh, Tardy for the Party.
Yeah.
And it's a remix. I thought it itself is a remix.
Yeah.
And finally, Disco Nights by GQ. It's a funky station.
It's a real mix of artists.
Mixed bag. Oh my God, we didn't even talk quickly about Sonia's party.
Oh.
Wow.
What a motley crew.
Motley crew. And Sonia just is such an attention seeker, and she just needs these lovely gay men to just give her all of her attention. And I have to say, I need a party just like that.
Oh, I would love it. I won't invite another girl, just me and a lot of gay men.
I would love to do it with you, but maybe we could split the room where it's
maybe we split
half
the
over
room.
there.
I wouldn't get any attention
And
with
look,
you
I don't
around.
begrudge her for wanting all of that, but it was odd. Guys, thanks so much for listening. Thanks to Kay Cannon. Thanks to April. And Stitcher Premium, our episodes are dropping one each week. They are so much fun. I am not just saying this. I mean, I'm really not. I had the most fun doing them.
We have some great guests.
We really did some excavating.
Yeah, we really dug deep on some topics.
I won a fucking Pulitzer Prize for this shit.
I am very proud of this, the Stitcher Premium stuff.
I really am. They're so much fun. And we got the best guests. We did some real deep dives. We really got to unpack some moments.
We sure did.
I mean, wow. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey everyone, Scott Aukerman here, host of Comedy Bang Bang, and thanks for listening to this show. And I want to tell you, I have a great episode of my show, Comedy Bang Bang, floating around out there in the internet. Our good friend John Hamm, the madman himself, he's out talking about his new movie, Beirut. And we have Paul F. Tompkins and Jess McKenna and Zach Reno from the Off Book podcast. It was a really fun time, and it's a good episode. So go check it out. You can subscribe to Comedy Bang Bang on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever, honestly, you want to. I'm not here to tell you where to do it. Or I guess I just did. Anyway, Comedy Bang Bang, John Hamm this week. Check it out.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.